Today we are going to look into my top 10 works of Aivazovsky. You know that some 20,000 works have been attributed to him. That is a whole lot of painting. So picking 10 was very hard, but I think it shows an overview of Aivazovsky's work. Let's take a look at this very famous Russian artist. See you on the other side.
The Sunday Painter. Please click and subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget the little bell so you will be the first when we have an inspirational idea.
Ivan Konstantinovich Aivazovsky, 1817 to 1900, was a Russian painter of Armenian descent of late Romanticism who is considered one of the greatest masters of marine art. One of the most prominent Russian artists of his time, Aivazovsky was also popular outside Russia. He held numerous solo exhibitions in Europe and the United States. During his almost 60-year career, he created around 6,000 paintings, making him one of the most prolific artists of his time. Some say it was around 20,000. We may never know the true number. Before we move on, what is Romanticism? Romanticism, also known as the Romantic Era, was an artistic, literary, musical and intellectual movement that originated in Europe towards the end of the 18th century, and in most areas was at its peak in the period from 1800 to 1850. Romanticism was characterized by its emphasis on emotion and individualism as well as glorification of all the past and nature, preferring the medieval rather than the classical. The movement emphasized intense emotion as an authentic source of aesthetic experience, placing new emphasis on such emotions as apprehension, horror and terror, and awe, especially that experienced in confronting the new aesthetic categories of the sublimity and beauty of nature. The nature of Romanticism may be approached from the primary importance of the free expression of the feelings of the artist. The importance the Romantics placed on emotion. Can you feel the emotion in Aivazovsky's work? Back to Ivan. As a primarily Romantic painter, Aivazovsky used some realistic elements. Aivazovsky remained faithful to Romanticism throughout his life, even though he oriented his work toward the realist genre. His early works are influenced by his Academy. Aivazovsky's best paintings in the 1840s to 1850s used a variety of colors and were both epic and romantic in theme. By the 1870s, his paintings were dominated by delicate colors, and in the last 2 decades of his life, Aivazovsky created a series of silver-toned seascapes. The distinct transition in Russian art from Romanticism to realism in the mid-19th century left Aivazovsky, who would always retain a romantic style, open to criticism. Proposed reasons for his unwillingness or inability to change began with his location. His mindset and worldview were similarly considered old-fashioned and did not correspond to the developments in Russian art and culture. Aivazovsky's later works contained dramatic scenes and was usually done on a larger scale. He depicted the romantic struggle between man and the elements in the form of the sea. Ivan Aivazovsky is one of the few Russian artists to achieve wide recognition during his lifetime. Today, he is considered as one of the most prominent marine artists of the 19th century, and, overall, one of the greatest marine artists in Russia and the world. Now this is just a small taste of Aivazovsky. There is so much that could fill a house, and I hope this gives you inspiration to find out more. Subscribe for more interesting short art history documentary lessons. Thanks for watching.